Hey there, welcome back. Once again, we are playing Suikogaiden Volume 1. RGL, who you fat? I hope you're having a wonderful day. All right, we finished our first chapter. We've started, barely started the second chapter, kind of left off at the end of the day with our hero getting trampled by Victor. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. All right, we're gonna jump into it. We've got a lot of story to read. It's pretty much all this game is right now. It's just story to read, and that's cool. We're gonna try to get through these two games. Sadly, the third game is not available yet. I guess there's no English translation for it yet. So we're gonna get through the first two before we move on. Let's see if we can't do that in the next week or so. All right. That said, let's switch over. We'll jump into the game. Yeah, there we go. It's kind of weird to start like in media res, right in the middle of the action where we left off. Like pretty much exactly. Great thing is, if you just watch the last VOD, you like get to jump into this one and be like raring to go. In the end, Dominguez never showed last night. Could he have gotten caught up in some kind of trouble along the way? Panicked thoughts ran through my mind, even though I knew the chances of anything like them actually happening were slim. No matter what kind of battlefield it was, even surrounded by enemies on all sides, he would appear calm as you please, with that innocent expression on his face. So what was with this lack of news? Could he be doing it just to annoy me? Either way, it can't be helped right now, nor can I just sit idly by and wait. It looks like Templeton has gone off somewhere too. Holding my still throbbing head, I got dressed and went downstairs. Oh, it's you. You're looking better already. She said it casually as she handed me a glass of vegetable juice, which I downed instantly. Was this an apology for last night? I'd like to go for a late breakfast, but my financial situation won't allow for it. Enduring my aching head, I talked to the proprietress. Thanks. Has the hero of the story met the hero yet? Probably not. Not quite. Not yet. Not yet. They've just missed each other. When we arrived in Muse, the guard had just turned the hero away for trying to sneak in, pretending to be an adult. What happened to those two guys anyway? You mean Victor and Flick? They screwed something up and a friend of theirs got tossed in jail because of it. They left to set things straight. Why, are you out for revenge? Whoa, now I don't say such a dangerous thing. All right. Well, they're not bad guys. They send their apologies. I'll introduce you when they come back. But despite the trouble, at least you're finally in Muse. As there is nothing else to do, why don't you go do some sightseeing? I'd like to clean the rooms in the meantime. I guess I'll do that then. No, something's going on with the chat. Looking to download the emulator version of this for myself, but I can't seem to find it yet. So you have to get two different things, because you'll have to find you actually need three things to get it to work. You'll have to find the ISO file, and then you're going to have to go to ROM hacking and download the fan translation, and then you need an app that will apply the patch to the ISO file. What is going on? I'm gonna close my bot here and reopen it. I'm not getting the chat in everywhere that I'm supposed to be getting it, so reopen that real quick. It had been my intention to find out more about those two, but the proprietress had seen through me with startling alacrity, so I quickly made my exit. She was no ordinary proprietress, it seems. All right, am I actually connected now? Double check. Yes, good. Perfect. It's really not as complicated as it seems. It was a lot more complicated to get it to run than it was to actually get it downloaded and patch it up. Although they say Johnston Hill is closed to the public, it can't hurt to just take a look around. We have 2 pips now to make decisions with. The streets of Muse were as crowded as ever. Protected by Muse's towering walls, the citizens seemed unperturbed by the threat of an invasion by the Highland Army. Even if there was a considerable difference in military strength, Muse would certainly be able to hold its own. It also seems as if quite a number of people have come to Muse seeking refuge. Highland's army was surely aware of this as well. If they've come to attack, there's no doubt it's the work of the Mad Prince Luca Blight. The gutless King Ageres would never have even thought of something like that. Luca Blight was a man of resounding military prowess, and his strategies were first class. His unrelenting charges were designed to trick his foes into thinking he was all brawn and no brains. How long would it take for the leaders of the Allied forces to notice? Well, it has nothing to do with me. Right now, my mission is to find out more about the true runes. So where should I go? Let's see. Oh, you need 3 to continue your stroll along the main streets. It feels like at some point I must have made a bunch of mistakes because I should have more. I keep getting these options that I can't choose. I'll head down one of the less crowded alleys. I had a flash of intuition and headed down an alleyway. It may be odd to say this about myself, but I certainly have a nose for trouble. Right? Like, a few people called him that in the game, but now like everyone calls him the Mad Prince. I walked for a while. Nothing happened. Had my intuition failed me? I don't think so. I can hear the music. Don't move. Not just anyone can sneak up behind me without me being aware of it. I felt him press something against my back. Now that's no way to greet an old friend, is it, Clive? Oh, Clive. Enough chatter. Haven't you heard? My execution has been postponed indefinitely. The Howling Voice Guild is not an unchanging monolith. Among the elders, there are those who prefer practical solutions over formal procedure. Or hadn't you heard? And how about you? You guessed Clive right away. I should have. It would have made sense. We know Clive's like mucking about in the city. By way of answer, Clive removed the muzzle of the gun from my back. But I can't let my guard down. All it would take was one mistake, and I'd be dead in the blink of an eye. And no one would even notice. This was a Knight-class gunner of an organization that specializes in protection and assassination. The only thing I can do now is wait for Clive to speak. The Elder's orders are absolute. I'm lucky it was you. Make no mistake, I'm no friend of yours. Your death can't erase what you've done. Watch your back if you have any plans on living a long life. The only character I know of with a gun? Well, it's either him or the... now I'm blanking on her name. The woman that he's chasing. That was some goodbye, but I don't doubt what he said. Elsa, David, thank you. Also, how's it going? That's what I get for following my nose. I made my way back toward the main street. But to have met him in a place like this, it sent shivers down my spine. In the old days, while I wouldn't have counted him as a close friend, we were friends. But just like the guild, friends are not unchanging monoliths. But his appearance evoked old memories. Memories I wanted to seal away. With a start, I was pulled back to reality by the stare of a child standing at my feet. That's true. She's not. Did he? That's what I was wondering. Like, that's a very large gun for him to have put into his back. You know, it's not a pistol. It's Pilika. Still not speaking. What's the matter? Are you lost? Where are your parents? Did you get separated from them? It was a girl who looked 5 or 6 years old. It was very strange, though she didn't say a single word or even nod. It was as if that faint trembling of her body said everything on her mind. No, it was her eyes. I know what it takes to have eyes like that. What you must see. For her to have eyes like that. You're... Oh... Sorry. Don't ask about her parents. Oh, it didn't even occur to me when he said that. Oh no. I'd instinctively reached out my hand to her and she'd flinched, frightened. My hands were tools made for killing. They weren't fit to comfort a child. Oh, that sound means I have a new a new graphic driver available. You. Oh. I see. You're a strong child. You're still capable of showing kindness to others. If only I could have been as strong as you, then Julie wouldn't have. Thank you. Ah, Pilika. Oh, whoa. Somebody just ran up and decked him. Nanami. Sorry, Pilika. It's all because of that stingy old man. If he had just admitted defeat earlier, then it wouldn't have taken so long. Hey. That's what I was thinking. Like, Nanami just ran up and just punched him right in the nose is what I thought. Well, let's head back. We're already late. Joey's probably worried sick, huh? Hey. Oh. I'm so sorry. I didn't notice you at all. Okay, maybe she just ran up and just ran him over then. Yeah, I got that. Just hurry up and get off me. Hey, what were you doing down there anyway? No, you see... She is kind of clueless. I never really thought she was like clueless in the when we played the Suikoden II, but maybe she was more clueless than I was giving her credit for. Hey, what's that? You were talking with this fellow? You really understand her? You're like a mother to her, huh? Mother? No way. I know I look older, but I'm only 16. We may not be related, but me and Pilika are just like sisters, right, Pilika? Well, you may not be her mother, but if you're going to let her run about the streets like this, at least make sure she doesn't go into the back alleys. This is a dangerous place for a child alone. You'd better be careful. Ah, yeah, that's true. Thanks for looking after Pilika. Right, if he was a worse person, Pilika could be disappeared by now. She is. I mean, she's only 16. Not Vicky level of clueless. Right. Oh, that would be bad. It wouldn't fit Nanami's character. It fits Vicky so well. Sure. Oh yeah. Hey, what's your name? Mine's Nanami. I'll treat you to a feast as thanks for looking after Pilika. Come to the inn where we're staying. I'm really skilled. Look forward to it. So how about it? It's decided. Okay, onward to the inn. Let's go. Vicky's only clueless. Vicky's clueless because her brain is so scrambled. Because she's experiencing time all wrong. Vicky isn't as clueless as Vicky. Which Vicky? But, hey, you can't just say let's go and let go of my arm. Hey. Nanami can say whatever she wants and people will just do it because she doesn't take no for an answer. Vicky is our wandering Doctor Who. She really is. Oh, you're back already, Mr. Nash. Oh, and you're with Nanami and Pilika. Yeah. This guy was nice to Pilika, so as thanks, I want to throw a feast in his honor. You'll let me use the kitchen, right, Leona? Uh-oh, can Nanami cook? I don't mind, but are you really going to thank Mr. Nash here with your cooking? So you're called Mr. Nash. She doesn't even pick up on it. Young Vicky greater than old Vicky. Well, you know, the older that Vicky gets, the more out of order she's experienced things. Daniel, how's it going? Oldish. Right, oldish, not old. Well, Mr. Nash, the food will be ready in just a minute, so hold tight. I'll whip you up a bowl of cha-cha-cha's papa? What cha-cha-cha's papa? Whoa. I have no idea if Nanami can cook. I've got a feeling she can't. 19 instead of 9. Yes. That's how she gets that. 19 is oldish in this series. All right, I'll look forward to it. She's gonna treat you, huh? Pilika even looks disturbed. I don't really understand what's going on, but it seems like I'm getting a meal out of it somehow. Lucky. I smiled so broadly that my cheeks grew tight. Thanks for waiting. Here it is, Nanami's special beef stew. Hurry before it gets cold. Wow, done already? That sure was fast. When it comes to cooking, speed is crucial. Oh, I think Hayo would disagree. As she spoke, Nanami dished a generous helping of soup out into a bowl and then handed it to me, smiling sweetly. Gonna need to be treated. He's gonna need an antidote after this. Well, hurry and give it a try. It's absolutely amazing. Delicious, packed with nutrients. It's a perfect score. It'll pep you right up. Wow, it sure smells good. Okay, I'll take you at your word. Doing well on my way home now. Just stopped at the... Oh, stopping at the gas station. I have to stop myself from stopping at the gas station. Every time I go to the gas station, I have to spend money on things that I shouldn't. Like energy drinks and things like that because I'm an addict. I love the, is that what that is? Jigglypuff? I thought it was a squirrel head at first. I wouldn't tell Nanami no. Adam, how's it going? No, I would never tell Nanami no. Just as I brought the spoon to my lips, my eyes met those of the proprietress, who was watching us with an intense look on her face. It couldn't be. Decline out. I don't even have a choice. Pay it no mind and eat anyway. Nah, it's probably just my imagination. If someone could make a soup that smells this good taste bad, then they would have to be some kind of genius. My hand had paused in doubt for a second, but I brought the spoon back to my mouth. Thanks for the food. I'm here for Coke and conditioner. Going grocery shopping. I don't go grocery shopping anymore. We grocery shop online now because I'm lazy like that. Go ahead. His face. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, look who's in the background now. He's dying. Oh, this is wonderful. Yeah, Mr. Nash. Mr. Nash? I knew it. Nash dead. Game over. On to the second game. Oh, this is the second time he's been knocked out in this inn. Say, Nash, hasn't anyone ever told you that nothing good ever comes of being too soft-hearted? Occasionally. Oh, that's right. This fell in through the window. It's that bad, huh? Don't trust anybody working at the grocery store filling online orders to pick out my produce. Well, that's true. And I think my wife goes in when she wants to buy fresh produce. Eh? What is this? It's my orders. Finally, the orders from headquarters that I'd been waiting for. Ah, don't worry. I didn't read it. You have no trust in me. Or have you no trust in me? That's not what I'm worried about. This is bad. When had Dominguez come here? Good grief. He just threw the letter in and disappeared. Some liaison. That bastard, is he still holding a grudge about that time? Wasn't he also supposed to give him some money? Well, I'm going to get back to my work. See ya, Templeton. Forcing myself to stay calm, I waited until I was sure Templeton had gone downstairs before I carefully broke the seal. I already knew Templeton hadn't looked at it before he said anything. It had been sealed using a special method that causes it to burst into flames if it wasn't broken properly. I gotta go either way. Nash is like a PI from Harmonia to go out and investigate, but I don't know if they show his wife or not. He's always talking about, I think they're either not together or she's dead, based on the way that he's talking about her in this game. So I'm not sure. Like, he does always talk about her, and he talks about her in 3, but I'm not sure she's still around. Too cheap to have our we don't have them delivered. We just put our order in online and then go pick it up. A large number of troops are amassing along the Muse Highland border. There are rumors that the Highland army is planning to utilize the Beast Rune. Investigate this matter immediately. It's the usual kind of orders, vague without considering the circumstances. Perhaps I'm the only Defense Force member infiltrating this remote region, but man, they sure do work me hard. Well, it's no use complaining. So the Beast Rune. As I understand it, in recognition of his achievements, Holy Harmonia gave Highland and the Beast Rune one of the 27 True Runes to Moreau Blight, the first of the Blight royal family, and declared him Protector of Harmonia. If it was used in this border dispute here, out in the frontier, it could upset the friendship between Harmonia and Highland. Normally, this would seem like a job for the regular army, but instead, the orders had been passed on to me. If the information was wrong, and the info about a Harmonian spy was leaked to Highland, stuff like mobilizing the Frontier Force mercenaries, am I being used as cannon fodder? Well, that's the line of work I'm in, I guess. Huh? Eh? No way. That's it? They didn't include any funds. Yep, they didn't give him his money. I don't like seeing what's on sale. When I see things that are on sale, I end up buying things that I wasn't supposed to buy. It's nowhere as bad as yours. That night, I took out my equipment and fixed it up a bit, as it had been a while since I had used it, was in desperate need of repair. Does it mean they fired Nash? Maybe. I mean, he's a mercenary. Like the whole defense force is mercenaries, isn't it? Oh, okay. I don't know that. I don't understand that reference. I've never watched it. Hey, Templeton. What? I've got to leave Muse for 2 or 3 days on some business. I'll leave as soon as I settle my tab. Sure, that's fine. I can cover the cost of our lodging so far. I can't be indebted to a kid. Well, take care of yourself, all right? Yeah, you too. I don't know who this is. It's okay, we'll be back before you know it. Oh, okay. Yes, here we go. Don't worry, and just wait for us. Okay? Miss Leona, please look after Pilica. I'm not very good with children, but I'm sure we'll manage somehow. Here now, Pilica, don't make such a face. You've got to send them off with a smile. It looked like Nanami from yesterday, and 2 young men were saying something to Pilica. I stopped to talk with Leona as the party passed me to make their way out of the inn. Do you have a minute? He just missed them. Like, he doesn't even know that that's who he's looking for. Oh, Mr. Nash, are you heading out? Yeah, for a bit. What's their story? Huh? Those kids? It's nothing really. They're just going out on a small errand. An errand, huh? But enough of that. You had some business with me, didn't you? Yeah, you see, if he would just leave town and fight a couple of things, he'd make enough money to pay his bill. By the time I'd finished settling my tab at the inn and made my way outside, the kids were nowhere to be seen. I had seen something like an expression of fierce determination in their faces, but now isn't the time to stick my fingers in other people's affairs. I pass through the gates of Muse and start walking toward the Highland border. During the journey, I stayed a night at a little inn I'd visited before and enjoyed their delicious meat pie. A few days later, I reached the checkpoint that separates Muse and Highland. This is where it gets problematic. Beyond the towering stone wall that separates the 2 territories, the Highland army is gathering. Even if I had an official entry permit, I doubt I'd be able to get through easily. And if I start climbing the wall in broad daylight, I'll be caught straight away. But it would be tedious to wait until nightfall. Well, what should I do? Talk to the gatekeeper, wait until nightfall. It would be tedious to wait until nightfall, and it uses up my points. Just stay clear of the robber's tea. Let's talk to the gatekeeper. Hold on, sir. The island army is currently mobilizing near this checkpoint, and as such, entry beyond this point is not permitted. I'm aware of the current situation, but I have some important business I must attend to. By order of the mayor, civilian passage has been prohibited. Please turn back. Come on, there must be some way. I can't be stuck here forever. Do you understand? If you don't have a special permit, I can't allow you to pass, regardless of the circumstances. Everything's a near miss, a new friend, an old friend, and also soulmates. Special permit? What's he talking about? Non-military wouldn't have anything like that. However, his tone of voice seemed to indicate a different meaning. I get it. That's what he's trying to say. Ah, yes, right. A special permit. How careless of me to forget. Here, will this do? While I was talking, I quickly slipped 1,000 poch into the soldier's hand. I didn't want to use the reserve money I'd stored away in my breast pocket, but it seems I don't have much of a choice. The soldier surreptitiously glanced about him and checked the amount of poch in his hand before speaking to me. This is certainly a special permit. Here, hurry on through now. We wouldn't want peddlers like yourself to lose their livelihood. Just stay away from the Highland camp. Yeah, thanks. You can count on me. Just miss your loved one by a wall or a pillar, or because they're under an umbrella, wrapped in a raincoat. I reached the Highland camp in the forest just past the border without running into any more difficulties. So far, I haven't needed to use a disguise to advance. Deep in the forest, I made my way forward, weaving through the trees to escape the view of any who might be watching. Every so often, I would drop bits of dried armadillo shells behind me to better find my way to the garrison. All right, this is where it gets tricky. First, I'll have to find someone who's alone. Ah, there we go. Thump. Thump. There's a soldier going down. We're going to steal his uniform. Yep. Sorry about that. I'll be borrowing these. Just to be sure, I made the soldier I had stolen the uniform from inhale some Kroani powder. He wouldn't be waking up till tomorrow morning. I'm a little anxious about leaving my equipment behind like this, but this has become more of a reconnaissance mission than an infiltration. I quickly put things in order and head back. 007 Nash. Nash. James Nash. Hey, you. Yes? What are you hanging around here for? Aren't you on guard duty for the food storage? The shifts changed ages ago. Forgive me, sir. Just hurry up and go. Lord Luca will be arriving any moment, and if even one thing is out of place, it's my head that'll be on the chopping block. Yes, sir. Joey Wheeler from Yukio? See, I'm so oblivious. I have no idea who that is either. Ooh, that was dangerous. But he just said Luca. This could be more than a little awkward. I better make sure to keep up my act. But if the Mad Prince Luca is coming all the way out to the front lines, then the talk about the Beast Rune being here begins to take on some credibility. But be that as it may, right now, all I can do is pretend to stand guard here. If that officer finds me wandering around again, I doubt he'll be fooled again. That officer. Oh, you got tired. You fell asleep. Guarding a storage tent is pretty boring. I hope someone comes soon. My own work suffers while I'm doing their work for them. Someone's coming. Who could it be? Who could it be now? Huh? Really? Okay, follow me. Hey, let these guys in. They came to get some butter. My jaw nearly dropped when I saw the two young men the soldier had brought with him, but somehow I managed to reply in a calm voice. Well, hurry up then. My shift's almost over. Those two boys. They were the kids I saw at the inn in Muse, weren't they? What kind of errands were they running? Were their tasked to bring them to a place like this? Luckily, they didn't know my face, and so they didn't blow my cover. Yes, sir. Hey, you guys. Yes? I guess it's my imagination. You couldn't be spies with faces like that. Hey, you guys, keep your spirits up, okay? Yeah, thanks a lot. Oh, I watched some of the first season of the show long ago, but it was never like something I was hugely into. Whew. For a moment there, I'd been beside myself with fear. Anyway, it looks like those guys got their hands on some Highland uniforms and are putting them to good use. Something about this whole thing smells fishy. Please, don't get caught. This place is getting dangerous. While I was fervently praying, they went about and finished their errand. Hugs to everyone! When you're a spy seeing another spy. At least it's not spy versus spy. This tent is rather suspicious. I'll take a quick glance around. Yep. Have a good night. I missed you saying you need to get to bed. Have a good night if I'm not too late. Take care. Hey, this tent is made from a pretty thick fabric, and it's pitch black inside. And of course I don't have anything to light it up with. I'll just have to feel my way here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There doesn't seem to be anything of importance in here. I'd better hurry up and get out of here. There's some sort of commotion outside. Damn. Looks like those guys were caught in spite of my prayers. I can't understand why Muse would use those kids as spies. Well, what should I do? Don't move a muscle. Look around the tent until things blow over. Wow, look how many pips you'd have to have. Good grief. There's no sense in running around in a panic. I'll just take a bit of a rest here until the uproar outside dies down. I can't see anyone. Considering that whole thing with Sierra, I'm starting to wonder if I have run out of luck completely. No, I should stop that. I don't believe in things like fate or luck. I don't want to believe that all my encounters with death and survival of them is only the will of fate. In the darkness, I stare up at the ceiling, my thoughts spinning round and round. Gradually, it seemed to quiet down outside. Guess it's time to go. It seems like all the soldiers are gone. They must be chasing after those two kids. I feel bad for them, but this is my chance. Hey, you there. Who are you? Sir? I'm John. Sir. Well, whoever you are, go assist them at the main camp. Captain Roud and his team have left to take care of some rats, and now he is without an aide and getting annoyed. Understood. I shall do so with the utmost haste. I answered thus and began running toward what I hoped was the main camp. My mission wasn't over yet, not until I verified the existence of the Beast Rune. Is this it? This tent hadn't been here before and appeared to have been set up quite quickly. It seems likely. But what am I going to say to the people inside? That I'm here to help? It would be convenient if no one was in there. Well, no point in delaying. Shall we see what's inside? Who could it be? So many long fades to black. This tent is quite extravagant. There's even a plush sofa. Oops, this is no time to be so carefree. I need to hurry and... I take it you'll be waiting here? Yes, ma'am. Those are my orders. Well then, please excuse me. There's quite the commotion outside. I do hope they manage to escape. Oh, who are you? Ma'am? He is looking, well, he is, because it's the only one he knows is around. Well, I was ordered to clean up here. Oh, how unusual. Normally, my brother can't stand to have other people anywhere near his things. Yes, but I've finished now, so if you'll excuse me. You're finished? With this? Oh, that's, I try to remember why she seems so familiar. Wait, this... Isn't she Julia Blight, the Princess of Highland? Well, this mission just took another turn toward the impossible. In that case, why don't you put on some tea? I've talked so much my throat is parched. It's not too much to ask, is it? Yes, ma'am. For the time being, I'll have to be patient. I can't afford to slip up and reveal my true identity. Just remain calm. Here you are, ma'am. Thank you. I wonder what the noise outside is about. I met a young man. It was entirely by coincidence. The expression on his face. I've never seen anything quite like it. You're quite the young lady yourself, Princess Julia. Are you really a soldier here? Well... I hardly ever get to be just a girl. Nobody's gonna speak. It's just awkward silence. Literally, it just keeps going. If you don't have more use for me, things seem quite hectic outside, so... Yes, I suppose so. The tea was quite delicious. Thank you. No, please, it was nothing. Well then, if you'll excuse me... That was a weird scene. Oh no! Shit. This is boring. Damn that jousting pig of a woman. Does she plan on hiding in Muse forever? Lord Luca. Lady Julia is waiting. Julia, you say? She should have stayed in the capital. This is no place for idle gawkers. Julia? So sorry to be causing you trouble, but I'm not interested in having that conversation again. Brother? Hey now, it's just been one thing after another so far, and now it's Luca Blight? Yeah, this isn't dangerous at all. If I just take it nice and slow, maybe they'll let me leave. I'll just... Who the hell are you? Well, whatever. You. Yes, sir? I really need to cut someone's head off right now. What? Brother, what are you doing? You, wash away the blood from that sword and oil it. And when you're done, get me a drink. You'd better hurry. I'm in a good mood today, but there's no saying how long that'll last. Yes, sir. Take his sword and run. So he wanted me to do maintenance? I doubt that. He had thrown it with such tremendous force if I hadn't seen his feint. Well then. Brother, you stink of blood. Still, this smell is normal on a battlefield. If you don't like it, you should never have left the castle. This is no place for someone like you. A battlefield? Battlefields are where wars are fought out. Brother, that's not true in your case, is it? Oh, what is going on? Thrash, thank you so much for the raid. How's it going? How was your stream this evening? I hope everything's been well. I met some boys from Cairo who told me a story. And if they spoke the truth, what then? Tell me, what has peace ever brought about? What has that spineless old man accomplished through his treaties with the city-states? While you may have a point to intentionally start a war, what I desire... Never mind. You don't understand this sort of lust, Gilia. But, brother, this won't bring our mother back. Nothing will bring our mother back? Oh, what? Gilia, your hair, your eyes, your lips, they are all that remain of our mother, and if it wasn't for that, then I would surely strangle you with both hands right now. The king bought trees. So, brother is suffering, and to make it go away, well, I guess it doesn't matter. This is a fight between siblings. I shouldn't be watching this. Should I say something? Well, we could just die right here. I have no time for these trifling matters. Hey, you. Bring me more wine. Yes, sir. Regretfully, it appears we're all out, so I'll have to go to the storehouse. I'll just be a minute. This is dangerous. I don't have enough lives to stay in this place. But it had worked. Now I just need to get outside. Hey, what's your hurry? Hey, don't struggle. Yeah. Silence. What do you want? Yes, sir. Lord Luca, sir. I, Raud, have caught the city-state spy and brought him before Lord Luca. We're going to get to see something that we didn't get to see. A spy? Interesting. Bring him forth. That's the boy from earlier. If he recognizes me, what would he say? I give up. Now that I've come this far, I might as well see it through to the end. Hey, hurry it up. Who are you? Let's see if you dare say your name. Joey. This bastard is from the same town as me. His name is Joey Atreides. Atreides. I know that name. That's the name of an influential family in Cairo. Isn't that right, Gilia? I'm afraid I don't recall. You do too. Yes, that's right, Lord Luca. He's the eldest son of the Atreides family, although he's been disowned. Bring him here. You're that boy. He doesn't say much, just sometimes when it loops the music and it pauses like that, I worry that the game has like frozen. I remember that face. You're that brat from the fortress. You're from a distinguished Highland family, but now you're a jousting spy. Shut up. It's your fault that Pilika can't talk anymore. Oh, you've still got some fight left in you. That black light earlier, was that your doing? Yes, that was quite a remarkable experience. Where on earth did they get runes like that? I see that Samhain Muse finally has nothing left in her hand to play, sending a brat like this. Don't talk that way about Annabelle. Oh, you know Annabelle? It seems that there's a reason after all. I just thought of something interesting. I'm giving you this dagger. Use it to kill Annabelle. It's a fitting end for a woman such as her. You think I would do that? Boy, you betrayed the country you were born in, the town you lived in, and the family that raised you. What's this compared to that? But I see. If that's how it is, then you, as well as the rest of the Atreides family, will be branded as traitors to the Blight royal family. What? I've already cast aside the Atreides name. I cast aside that name. You cannot cast aside the very blood that runs through your veins. Except, wasn't he adopted? Was he really their son? I felt like he wasn't. There we go. Waiting for the music to kick in again. Hey, you. Tie him up and throw him in the storehouse. Let him cool his head for a night and see if he changes his mind. But Lord Luca... What? Never mind. It's nothing. I'll go lock him up. If you'll excuse me, sir. Watch it. What are you in such a hurry for? Letting a spy go? That's awfully kind of you. There's no guarantee that he'll actually kill Annabelle for you. That's true, and it's fine. But his eyes shine with the light of ambition. In that sense, he is no soldier. Is that so? Don't frown your face so much. It doesn't suit you. Our talk is over, Gilia. Return to La Renew and keep that doddering old fool company a while longer. Brother? Finally. It seems it's finally over. I didn't think I'd make it through alive. You haven't got out yet. Carrying the evening's allotment of food, I entered the tent. I'd been posing as a soldier for a while, but I hadn't gotten my hands on any clues yet. Besides, that boy Joey had caught my interest. He was tied to one of the posts lodged deep in the ground that supported the tent. Hey, look, it's dinner. Eat up. Don't worry. It's not poisoned. We're the Highland Army. We wouldn't lay a hand on a kid when he's tied down. Yeah, right. What an awful thing to say. We're not like those city-states guys. That wasn't an act of the city-states. Joey didn't even look up and just muttered those words. What in the world had happened to this boy? That? What are you talking about? I don't know what he's talking about, but if I ask the right questions, I might find out. Interrogation has never been my strongest suit, but he's only a child after all. It should be simple enough. Oh, the Unicorn Brigade. I wasn't sure if he was talking about that or the attack on Pilika's city. Even if I told you, would you even believe me? Oh, I want to say do as you like. That's going to cost a lot. I'm going to say it anyway. Do as you like. Just then, something outside the tent caught my attention. The night was quiet. The sound of the footsteps gradually approached the tent, and before long, an unexpected figure appeared in the entrance of the tent. Ah, Lady Julia, what are you doing here? Oh, don't mind me. I just stopped by to talk with him a while. May I? Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. This makes our third meeting, doesn't it? After the first time we met, considering the circumstances, I would have been astonished if someone had told me we were to meet again. I didn't wish this upon you, or myself. Is that right? Say, why did you become a spy for the city-states? Didn't you say that you hadn't given up on Highland? I know what happened to your Unicorn Brigade. That's why you hate Highland. I don't hate Highland. Even now, even if I can never return to Highland, I can't abandon it. Highland is the place where my mother still lives. Now when I think of Highland, I don't think about who started this war, but rather all the pain and suffering that this war will cause. You're very kind, aren't you? Even with all the misery you've had to endure. Please untie his rope. Eh? Are you sure? I'll take responsibility for this. Understood. I don't consider myself in your debt for this. Please don't. You will find your own way, even if you must dishonor yourself in doing so. I'll stop this war my own way. I'll never let a war like this break out on this soil again. And as you say, I'm prepared to be dishonored if need be. Only? No, and never mind. Please excuse me. Do you suppose we'll meet again? If fate permits. You there. Make sure he makes it out of the camp. Yes, ma'am. She doesn't even question, because she knows. She knows that that Nash isn't a real soldier. Well, not a real Highland soldier anyway. This is as far as I can take you. You're on your own from here on out. Okay, thank you. Don't mention it. No, really, don't mention it to anyone. Well, I guess I'll be going then. What are you going to do when you get back? The dagger Luca Blight gave you? You still have it, don't you? Are you going to use it? I despise Luca Blight. Good luck. Well, thank you. But at the same time, I find myself drawn to the violent strength of this, the power to seize anything he wants. Joey doesn't need luck. He's got skills. The power to seize anything he wants. So I thought I would keep it as a warning to myself. I see. Well, be careful out there. They're waiting for you, right? They? Nothing. I was just talking to myself. Take care of yourself. Now would be a good time for Nash to skedaddle also. Skedaddle, Nash. I made it across the border, and despite not having slept a wink, continued walking well into the evening until I once again reached Muse. It might not have been strictly necessary for me to return to Muse, but now that I'd had a look at the Highland Army, I wanted to see how the city-states would react. But in truth, that wasn't the reason I had also used up all the money I had. Man, this is going to be one rough trip if I can't even afford to stop and take a rest for a single night. Hey, it's those kids. No way. Are they still waiting for that boy to come back? They are. I love this parallel story. It's a really cool way to set up a game. Does that mean I passed before him? That can't be right. Did something happen? Although I wondered what was going on, it wasn't any of my business, and I thought it best to continue on my way. But just as I began to make my way through the gate... Hey! There! Right there! Isn't that Joey? Let's go! You made it back! We knew you would! Everyone, you all kept your promise. They'd been waiting for that boy, Joey. 2 childhood friends and the girl who clearly adored him. Is that why I had kept seeing her face when I looked at the girl? As I watched their joyful reunion, such emotions filled my heart. The city-states and Highland, Luca Blight, there are still many battles left to fight, and even more blood would be spilled. As I walked away from them, my chest aches slightly. A flame of jealousy towards that boy had started to burn within me. Hey, that's what I was saying. All he needs to do is go fight just a little bit. He's a good fighter. He'd make money quick. Guess it's not in the story. Nash? It's a giant bird. Nash? Contact. Money. Ah, you. Nash. Orders. Dominguez. Dominguez is a big bird. I think I knew that. Hey, wait. Dominguez, give me my money. Then I'll give you my report on the beast rune. Nash. Wait. This game kind of changes the way I see Nash in Suikoden 3. Oh, look at that. We've seemed to have finished a chapter. Save your game? Yes. Episode 3, A Place to Return to. Whose silhouette is that? Who's that Pokemon? It's only been 2 weeks since I entered the city-state's territory, and now I've gotten myself into the biggest mess yet of this whole infiltration mission. only gets paid by a random bird. Right, it's Pikachu. Just a random bird, no problem. Oh, it's him. It's that Harmonian rat Lord Luca was talking about. Oh no. After Muse fell to the Highland Army, I learned of Luca Blight's absence and snuck back into Muse, which had become the army's main base. But it was there that my luck ran out. He's just toying with us. It's worrisome that he appears to be able to come and go as he pleases. Even though Luca Blight wasn't there, my own arrogance had gotten me into this mess. I thought that I had managed to escape the garrison and arrive at Muse's western border ahead of the pursuit squad that was still blundering along behind me. If I could just make it through the forest ahead of me, I'd be in Greenhill, another member of the city-states. For starters, the commander, called Seed, swung his long, narrow sword at me. I managed to dodge it, but just barely. It seems that attack was just for testing me. Oh, you avoided it. Are you enjoying yourself? Shoot him in the face with one of your spiky things. Seed, one rat isn't worth toying with. Finish him off. Let me play with him just a little. Shit. Is he just playing with me? Discreetly, I slip a cylinder wrapped in paper out of my sleeve and into my hand. Well, you see how it is. So just give up already and enjoy your trip to the afterlife. Try not to hold a grudge. As if. I have no plans to go to the afterlife anytime soon. I have a lingering attachment to this life, and I've grown rather fond of it. Well, that's just too bad for you. He came at me once more, prepared to strike. This time he was serious. As he was a master swordsman, it was extremely difficult to try and read his moves. I closed my eyes and concentrated on the bloodthirst emanating from my opponent. It was sink or swim now. I didn't dodge his attack, but instead took the chance to crush the tube I held in my hand. Son, what the hell was that? Where'd that bastard go? Does anybody else get the feeling that Nash is basically Batman? It seems our foe is no rat. He's a charlatan. I think someone said that when he used his, a hook thing last night. He's more Batman with every passing scene. It seems our foe is no rat. He's a charlatan. As it appears, he's managed to escape us yet again. We'll have to arrange a search party. If this turns into a mountain hunt, locating our prey will be no easy feat. He is. Right. I like it. I kind of wish that he had been more prominent. He's in 3. I kind of wish I had realized how important a character he was. A little bit wishing I had played this first. That won't be necessary. Just look at the blood on my sword. That injury should slow him down considerably. Somehow, they'd anticipated what my next move would be and had ambushed me while I had been traveling along the mountain path that led from Muse to Greenhill. Rumor has it that the Highland Army will be going after South Window next, and that they've formed a secret agreement with the Knights of Matilda. My only choice is to try to get to Greenhill. But be that as it may, my wounded right leg is throbbing relentlessly. One of the techniques I'd learned with the Howling Voice Guild was how to escape. While my opponents had been blinded by the flash I set off, I used my wire to escape that beast general's attack, but his sword had still managed to find me. A whole day has already passed, but I can't afford to be careless. The forest opened up, and before me lay a bridge destroyed by a storm. I knew it. Lady Luck had left me high and dry. There's another path that leads down into and along the valley, but it's quite the detour. Between the wire and my aching leg, I'm not sure if I can make it to the other side. But either way, it's a gamble, and the Highland search party will be catching up with me soon. Well, what should I do? Well, I don't have a choice. Look at it. You have to have all of them to be bold and try to jump across. I don't know what decisions I have to make to fill these things, but I have definitely not been making the right ones. Take the detour along the valley. It's my only choice. No, I'd better not. When you're out of luck, it's better to be careful. While I'm worried about my pursuers, if they're using horses along the mountain path, it won't be easy for them to catch up with me. In order to take the quickest route to the valley path, I once again went into the forest. I'd only been in the forest for a short while when I sensed something. I tried to act as natural as possible while I checked my equipment. The presence remained. It didn't move like an animal would. I started to run, and the presence that was following me in the forest followed suit. What's going on? This is strange behavior for the Highland Army. Despite following my moves so closely, it felt as though my pursuer was hesitant to attack. Who's there? Aren't we a bit too old to be playing tag? Just as I called out, the presence melded with that of the forest and disappeared. I knew it hadn't really gone, though. This had become a contest of endurance. Once more, I began to run. 5 minutes. The presence was still there. 10 minutes. The distance between us remained unchanged. 15 minutes. My right leg is killing me. Shit, looks like I'm going to have to be the one to give up. I don't know who you are, but I don't find this funny. If you know I'm wounded and just playing with me, then just go ahead and end it. Well then, don't mind if I do, young Master Latkje. Well, look who it is. At that instance, the presence disappeared, and before my eyes, a woman appeared instead. The Howling Voice Guild teaches many different skills, not all of them related to killing. Even in the darkness of that guild, respect and awe could still be found. Elsa was one of the few Knight-class gunners, the highest level of gunner one could obtain. She was also one of the few friends I had gotten to know during my 2 years with the guild. I still think she's a super cool character that would have been a great one to have a story that you got to play through at some point. I hope she ends up in the new game. Elsa? Well, this is unexpected. The guild is keeping its eye on both of us, so there's no reason to be so cold, is there? I wonder. There's every possibility that you are my pursuer from the guild. Are you? Nah, no way. I attacked a member of the guild. They'd never trust me enough to give me such an important mission. You should know that. That would normally be a logical conclusion to draw. However, the guild has taken notice of your abilities. I hear that among the elders, there are those who favor you. Yeah, well, that's good to know. Well, I will take this matter into my own hands. Oh, no, please don't. With this declaration, Elsa drew her guns, one in each hand. 2 guns, fatefully bound together by name, Stern and Mond. I can't best you in a guild match. I know I'm no match for someone of your skill. That's why Clive was chosen as your tracker. Only a Knight class gunner can win against another Knight class gunner. Isn't that right? More or less. Despite my words, Elsa made no move to put her guns away. I'll pull the trigger and fire. No. Slip of. Wait, what? These are all going to get a shot. Too bad he only has a dart gun. All right, none of these seem like a good choice. Let's use a flash bomb. This isn't a duel between fellow gunners. Although I see no reason why either of us should, there is no stopping Elsa or I from losing our lives out here. I thought to use the flash bomb as a distraction, but just as I'm about to, I'm dead. The impact left my hand stinging. She'd fired Mond, shooting the tube right out of my hand. It seems that the young master of House Latkje is still just a little boy pulling pranks. Well, she didn't shoot him in the head. I'd made the first move, but I really was no match for her. Elsa calmly lifted her guns, one in each hand, and I knew her composure wasn't for show. In that case, let's pretend to give up. Hey, it's no use pretending to surrender. You haven't changed a bit, have you? Even when she's not around, you still like to pretend you're some kind of pacifist. You see right through me, huh? Well, I'm making bad choices left and right. As expected, my usual bag of tricks aren't going to be of any use against a Knight class gunner. The wound on my right leg is still aching. I've been driven into a corner. As I realized this, the blades on my back had begun trembling in anticipation of being unsealed some time ago, but I suppressed their evil desire. Is she gonna shoot? The music stopped. There it goes. Well, I'll just get on with it then. In an instant, Elsa closed the distance between us, but I quickly shot my wire at a branch overhead, the resulting recoil sending me flying into the air. You're going to have to try harder than that. Elsa's shot hit my wire, snapping it. I lost my balance, kicked off a branch, and leapt through the air high above Elsa's head. But well, it looks like it's my victory, doesn't it? It's not over yet. This isn't some spat in the guild's garden. In combat, the last one standing is the victor. Then let's finish this. I see. What do you say we call it a draw? Wait, what do you see? I'm confused. A light, shining powder had begun to fall around Elsa, and I covering the nearby area. It was a mixture containing blasting and ignition powder. The smallest spark would set off an explosion powerful enough to blow up the entire area. In short, Elsa can't fire her gun without killing us both. It seems that some things have changed since then after all. In that case, why don't you stop kidding around and lower that gun already? Kidding around? You shot through my wire, but with your aim, you could have just as easily shot me. Indeed, you doubtless could have hit me at distances even greater than that. Well, if I had been serious, you would have died before you even noticed I was there. Rest in spaghetti, never forgetty. I've never heard that before. You're a terrible person. I had to make sure you hadn't become a coward. In order to test you, I couldn't go easy on you. And if I'd found that you had, I wouldn't have hesitated to send you to the afterlife. You really are terrible. She might be terrible, but I kind of like her. I think she's a really interesting character. After enjoying the rabbit I'd caught for us, we savored the coffee Elsa had brought with her. She was indeed a Knight class gunner, the highest rank in the Howling Voice Guild. Yeah, you could still say that. I'd been sent for training with the Howling Voice Guild, also known as the Guild of Assassination and Protection. It's the only entity in the world that knows the secret behind guns. It's an extremely insular guild. Very few, aside from those raised within the guild from a young age, can even become members. Thanks to their mysterious guns, they are very powerful and hold a special position even within Harmonia. I, having entered as an intern, was able to learn some of their secrets while remaining neutral to the guild. The guild takes on interns? They're that insular, but they still take on interns. Whew, I can barely keep my eyes open. How was it? The rabbit stew, I mean. I don't think my cooking skills have declined. Yeah, that's true. You still use too much seasoning. My only thought was to please you, milady. You really haven't changed. Well, you know. A lot of things may have happened since then, but I'm still me. Some things never change. He's kind of flirty, isn't he? Hey. What is it? Interns can only have dart guns. They only give them Nerf weapons. Never mind, it's nothing. You and I both have things in our past that we don't care to discuss. I won't tell you about myself, Clive, and Kelly, and you won't tell me about you and Zaj and what happened with that woman. It's for the best. Yeah. Well, we'd better hurry up and get some sleep. Tomorrow will be another early morning. Why is that? That wounded leg of yours. Your pursuers did that to you, I gather? Yeah. I've gotten myself into a bit of trouble with the Highland Army. Think you could lend a hand if they show up? Sorry, but I have no quarrel with Highland. You really haven't changed at all. She poured the remains of the coffee over the fire, extinguishing it, and we went to sleep. She was right. It's not as if talking about it now would change the past, no matter how much we might wish it. There are definite signs of a battle, and there's residue of some powdery substance. It's the work of that charlatan. Hey, get ready to set it loose. The scent of blood is so thick around here, it'll have no trouble picking up his trail. Yes, sir. What is it? Let's give them a taste of the power of the beast rune. I don't think I'll ever get used to this. This isn't how battles are fought. Indeed. There's no honor in this kind of fight. Preparations are completed. I'll have to see this power with my own eyes. Hey, set it loose. Yes, sir. Oh no, that doesn't sound good. Well, we'd better follow suit and begin our own preparations. From all the noise, I gather we must have caught up with him. Hate when I don't know who it is that's talking. Oh, are you coming too? No, I think I'll pass this time. I'll be counting on you all. Thanks. But I'll never understand how Harmonia works. I thought we'd be getting reinforcements from that priest general. But next thing I know, we got a spy in our midst, and then that very same spy runs off with our military secrets. Harmonia is an extraordinarily large country. Although it enjoys both peace and prosperity, there are some who find such tranquility boring. We refer to them as the Democratic faction. Are you saying Lord Hikusak's authority is waning? No, not at all. In the long history of Harmonia, this is quite a common occurrence. It's just the season for a bit of spring cleaning, that's all. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be on my way. Hey, Colgan. I don't understand Harmonians one bit. Well, I'm not sure he's what you could call an average Harmonian. I suppose so. Hey, we're leaving. Don't make us late. Yes? I snapped awake. It's a force of habit by now. I don't know how many years it's been since I was able to enjoy a good, long, deep sleep. Elsa. Yeah? Sounds like things have taken a turn for the worse. From the darkness of the forest came the roar of some beast, but it was no normal beast. Its roar sounded like that of a demon from the deepest depths of hell. What? Nash! I'm a big old wolfie. The beast leapt out of the darkness, its sharp, gleaming claws aimed at me. I felt a rush of air across my skin as I just barely avoided its attack, and I knew this was a being of fearsome power. I don't savor the thought of taking it head on. The beast quickly recovered after the failed attack and disappeared back into the forest. This thing isn't bad. It has both brawn and brains. Nash? What on earth did you do? I've never seen a war dog like that. Well, I just kinda snuck into the Highland Army headquarters. Why? It had been so long since I had a good meal. I thought I could steal the beast rune for the bonus money. So far, all I've managed to collect are grudges. You can't be serious. Here he comes again. It's so weird. Golden Wolvie is scary. He is. The beast headed straight for me yet again. It's a golden wolf. If you can call a beast twice the size of an adult a wolf. I had no idea it was going to turn into such a big deal. It's really persistent. It's got nothing to do with me. Under the circumstances, I disagree. You're scowling like some highborn noble. It's back again, but why is it only coming after me? Because it smells your blood, not hers. It struck once more, but I knew when to dodge this time and was able to evade its attack fairly easily. Now if we could just get away. Nash. Oh, I thought the beast had leapt to attack my side again, but it had just been a feint. I changed direction mid-dodge as it came flying toward me once more. Damn it. It is very hungry, you can tell. Don't let your guard down. I'm trying not to. Elsa's shot hit the beast in the foreleg and it flinched, allowing me to avoid its attack. Looks like I owe you another one. I do expect you to repay me in full someday. Provided we both live through this, that is. Yeah, well, I got bad news for you. Sounds good to me. I don't suppose you'd want to shoot it between the eyes and add that to my tab too, would you? A small matter in theory, but I'm afraid that in this darkness, and with the speed at which it moves, hitting it is no easy task. First, we have to figure out how to lure it out of the forest. In that case, the solution may be fairly simple. A little ways beyond this forest is a cliff. If we can get there, then we should be able to draw it out of the forest. Okay, this sounds like a plan. Let's get going. I don't know why, but it seems to be aiming specifically for you. I'm in your debt. Of course, you were already in her debt. She could have killed you. We made a mad dash through the woods, the pain in my right leg doubling in intensity. My wound had opened up again, but it was nothing compared to what that beast would do if it sunk its claws into me. I'm not sure I'd worry as much about its claws as its teeth. Every so often, the sound of Elza's gunshots and the beast's roars echo through the night. At the rate we're going, we might just make it. All right, let's set our trap and lay in wait for him here. No, it doesn't sound like we're gonna have to wait long. Nope. What? Damn, he got here fast. Elza, what should we do? This beast really is something else. Though my bullets have weakened it somewhat, it seems some sort of magical barrier still surrounds it. It's not only strong and smart, but has a magical defense too? What a troublesome enemy. I may have to use my secret weapon. I should hope you would. Please. Oh, hello. I thought that thing got shot. Thought she shot the wire and broke it. Turning toward the golden wolf, I fire my anchor from my left hand. Of course, I don't actually believe that such a simple attack will be effective. Just as the anchor is about to hit it, I tug at the wire. The anchor's claws open, spraying a flammable liquid in a fine mist, which I ignite at once. If the barrier is magical in origin, it should be weak against flames. How do you like the taste of that, huh? It doesn't. It doesn't like it at all. Oh no! Beast rude. From within the flames shone a pale blue light, extinguishing the flames. Glowing upon its forehead was a rune, the Beast rune. That's the Beast rune. So it's one of those. The appearance of a true rune explains how it can be so strong, if it truly spawned from it. The situation is dire. We'd managed to lure it out of the forest, but neither my tricks or Elza's bullets can get through its defenses. And now we've been driven to the edge of this cliff. So let's get it to charge us, and then duck at the last moment so it goes flying over the cliff. Sorry, Elza. I didn't expect you to give up so quickly. I thought you were more stubborn than that. You're right. Well, I'd say it's about 50-50. Huh? You mean you have a chance to beat this thing? Half resignation, half prayer to the gods. Well, that's reassuring. The golden wolf slowly approaches us. I don't think we've seen everything it's capable of. It feels like it's holding back. Elza? Let's gamble on that prayer. Can you blind it, even for just a moment? Gambling on the depth of your piety, huh? Well, at least it's better than giving up. Here it comes again. Elza! The sound of the shot echoed through the air. For a moment, the body of the beast lit up, sending the bullet ricocheting off it, but the next instant she shot another bullet right between its eyes. Elsa had quickly switched from Stern and Mond when she was firing, or between Stern and Mond when she was firing. The barrier had prevented it from being fatal, but she fulfilled my request neatly enough. Over. Thank you very much for the heads up. 23 minutes remaining. Elsa, here it comes. The golden wolf chased after Elsa with frightening strength. I grabbed Elsa with my right arm and shot my wire up into the air with the other, sending us both flying. We soared over the golden wolf as it stared up at us with a stunned look on its face and jumped into the forest. Now it was the wolf's turn to have its back up against the edge of the cliff. Elsa, this is the end. Elsa fired a bullet, hitting the ground at the golden beast's feet. Its barrier shone bright once more, but we hadn't been aiming for the beast itself. Oh, there it goes, falling into the pit. At the moment of impact, the ground beneath the beast exploded, enveloping it in a haze of smoke and debris. We'd blown up the cliff, sending the beast plummeting into the deep valley below. Whew, looks like our prayers were answered. I don't believe in such things. Say, Nash, what's up? So just how long are you planning on holding me like this? Just wanted to remind you of your car's extended warranty. Oh. That's what large golden wolves do. They always bear bad news. They're scamming you left and right. After that, Elsa and I returned to our campsite, made our preparations for departure, and parted ways. Both of us have our own objectives, our own destinations. But even though we had only spent a short time together, it had been a nice diversion. Upon parting, Elsa left me with these words. My journey will eventually end in my death, but you must strive to live. Hers was a sorrow that ran far deeper than mine. As soon as Elsa and I parted ways, I got as far away from that place as fast as I could. I have my pursuers to deal with, and I don't want to get her any more mixed up in this than she already has. Despite my injured leg, I hurried along the mountain path. I'd been walking for about 2 hours when I had to stop and take a break. Night had already begun to fall. It appears the beast fell from here, but it wouldn't have died from just that. Though it may just have run out of time. The prototype only lasts for a night after all. There's no way that fool could have bested it. It has physical as well as magical strength, but it isn't too intelligent. It's only a beast after all. Either way, it's unreliable. As soon as it catches the scent of blood, it won't let up, and you never know where it will turn up. It's as I've always thought. Battles are best fought with one's own hands. Ah, so you think so too? I prefer to end things by my own hand. Well, in any case, we've lost sight of him. Should we head back? It's not in my nature to stop halfway through a mission. If he's traveling along this path, his destination must be Greenhill. If we take horses, we might be able to cut him off. Yeah, you're right. I'd like to try my hand against that guy in combat again. Crazy long loads. If I can just go on for 3 more hours, I should be in Green Hill. When I've made it that far, I can rest easy. It seems my pursuers are slowly giving up. My step gradually begins to lighten. I wonder if I can see it from here. But it wasn't the sight of Green Hill that met my eyes as I scanned the horizon. It was a soldier on horseback. Uh-oh. The man who had cut my right leg. I immediately whirled around to return down the path I'd come on, but another man blocked my way. Long time no see. We were in such a rush last time, I'm afraid I wasn't able to introduce myself properly. I'm Colgan, the commander of the 4th Highland Army. We've finally caught up with you. You've made us work quite hard for this. You're quite the persistent one yourself. Don't you have better things to do than follow me around? Sure, if you were no more than a common thief. But a Harmonian spy is an entirely different story. But Highland and Harmonia are allies. If you kill me, won't it create diplomatic issues between the 2 countries? That's the least of your concerns. Before I'd realized it, the other man had come up behind me and swung his sword. I spun around, but my injured leg impeded my movement, and I was unable to completely dodge his sword, giving me a fresh wound on my left arm. Attacking from behind, Seed, you're not much of a warrior. You're as light on your feet as ever. It was by the request of a high-ranking Harmonian officer that we came all this way. It would seem that your situation is quite complex, A high-ranking Harmonian officer? What in the world is he talking about? Only the captain of the garrison is supposed to know my infiltration mission here. Your right leg, your left arm, what's next? Mr. Charlatan. A charlatan, huh? Was that your attempt at a joke? You could say that. Well then, why not try this on for size? I slip a flash bomb into the palm of my right hand and a throwing knife into my left. Take this. Just as I attempted to set off the flash bomb, Seed knocked it out of my hand with a single strike of his sword. Well, what now? Enough of your clever little tricks. Get serious. Gah. He's just toying with me. But even so, it doesn't look like there's any chance of me escaping this time. For a moment, the thought of releasing the swords on my back fills my head, but I desperately resist the temptation. Fine. If you want to fight this out to the bitter end, I'll be your opponent. So you finally come around. I still am wondering if the swords that Nash is carrying on his back are the swords that Uber has in the 3rd game. Isn't it Uber? Uber used a 2-hander before? Am I thinking of the right guy? And then he's wearing different clothes, like a cool hat, and uses 2 swords in the 3rd game for no particularly good reason. There was no need to lead us on this wild chase to get here. I have a few firebombs that I hadn't used in the fights with Elsa and the Golden Wolf in my right sleeve, some throwing knives in my left, darts in my right gauntlet, and the wired anchor in the left. It'll be all right. Let's do this. You think they're different swords? I just was wondering, because he keeps talking about how evil they are, and it seems like it would be a perfect fit for that to be why he changed from a 2-handed sword to dual wielding. Your expression has changed. It seems you're finally ready to be serious about this. Now face me. Wait, what? Who am I fighting? Take this. Feigning a leap, I backstep and throw a firebomb with my right hand so that it'll detonate right in their faces. Water rune. But Kolgan called on the magic of his water rune, and the firebomb, extinguished, anticlimactically fell to the ground. Well, if that's how you're gonna be... I immediately threw a knife with my left hand, but Seed parried it with ease. However, I was counting on that. It was time to set up the shot for my favorite dart. Thunder rune, strike down my enemy. Lightning shot from Kolgan's left hand, and amidst that blinding brilliance, Seed lunged forward to attack with surprising force. A synchronized sword and magic attack. Even if I was able to dodge the sword, I'd be fried to a crisp by the magic attack. And if I endured the magic, I'd be stabbed by the sword. Whoa, whoa. I think it said, whoa. Huh. I absorbed the impact with my arms, leaving them numb. Gripping an earth talisman in my hand, I'd use my left arm to absorb the lightning strike, and use my right arm gauntlet to defend against the sword's blow. But I wasn't out of the frying pan just yet. Or rather, it might be more accurate to say I'd fallen into the fire. I only had the strength to fend off one more attack at best. What is that all you've got? I thought you'd last longer. This certainly is something of a disappointment, especially considering everything that Harmonian officer told us about you. Does he have some kind of grudge against you? What was his name again, that guy? He called himself Zaj. He was a quiet fellow, but when it came to you, he was surprisingly vindictive. Zaj is the mortal enemy. They fought over the girl, it sounds like. What? What did you just say? Hard of hearing, are we? He said we got the information from a Harmonian called Zaj. But enough chit-chat. Here I go. Crossing both my arms, I stopped Seed's attack by blocking it with the gauntlets on my arms. Zaj? That's ridiculous. Shit. Those gauntlets are surprisingly tough. But the next one will be the last. Let's go, Kolgan. There's a lot of cursing in this game. They're coming. If they hit me with that simultaneous magic and sword attack again, there's no way I'll survive. But Zaj. Seed's closing the distance between us with stunning speed. Kolgan's rune is shining, but my mind's calm. It isn't simply free of idle thoughts. I've gone beyond feelings and simply feel nothing at all anymore. I'll be breaking the oath I made, but I have to live. They said Zaj. If it's him... Now we've got a story. Giving in to the temptation of the swords on my back, I made my move. My hands unconsciously reached for and unfastened their clasps. In my right hand is Schwartz. In my left is Weiss. Slowly, they slid out of the sheaths they'd been sealed in. It's over. Schwartz. What now? Weiss. He repelled the lightning. What the devil are those? When I said these swords, or when I wield these swords, it no longer matters to me who lives and who dies. I had vowed never to use them again, but I couldn't throw them away. And perhaps that will prove to be my downfall. In the name of the Latkje family, in the name of the dual snake sword, Grosser Fluss. I wielded a sword in each hand, and memories of techniques I'd learned came flooding back. Memories that I'd sealed away. Shit. What the hell is this? Be careful. Those swords aren't just made for killing. I already know that. With Schwartz in my right hand, I make a grand sweeping attack, but it's easily avoided. However, that was just a feint. Gripped in my left hand, Weiss shot out. Though it's a blade, the reason it's called one of the dual snake swords is that it can extend itself. Seed barely managed to defend himself in time, as expected. That was close. If you're this good with a sword, then why didn't you just use one from the beginning? I flick my wrist and draw the fully extended Weiss back into a blade to repel Seed's counterattack. But Kolgan appears from my blind spot, sword at the ready. He tried to stab me in the throat, but a swing with Schwartz in my right hand easily deflected it. This technique proves quite the defense. It's been too long since I've encountered a foe who could put up a decent fight. This is great. I twist my wrist, and both Schwartz and Weiss are back to sword forms. This is it. I kick up some dirt and rush between the two of them, striking them both at the same time. Kolgan managed to avoid Weiss, but Schwartz's blade made contact with Seed. Topher, thank you again. At that instant, Schwartz transformed once again and whip-like twisted around the blade Seed had been about to attack with. Ah! Seed lost his sword and jumped back to avoid Schwartz's attack, but my efforts hadn't been for nothing. Seed. I'm fine. It just grazed my chest. Gah. Seed had started to get up, but fell down on one knee. Schwartz's deadly poison had already made contact. We know he doesn't die here. Too bad. I raised the swords high over my head and twisted my body, but I tripped and stumbled. My left foot is slick with blood. Seed hadn't broken my defense, but when he was being hit by Schwartz, he managed to cut my leg with a dagger he had in his left hand. Shit. And I'd made it so far. The poison should be coursing through Seed's system by now, but that still left Kolgan. Without the use of both legs, I have no chance of winning against him. Just as I'd feared, Kolgan approached me. My whole body is shaking as I try to gather strength into my hands and repel his sword once again, but I end up with his sword at my throat. Sheesh. Seed is hopeless sometimes. You don't fight that recklessly against an enemy you don't fully understand. So, now you're gonna kill me on his behalf? While that would please me, you're the only one who would know about the antidote. Give it to me, and I will spare your life. Won't take me at my word? In the inner pocket of my coat, on the right-hand side, it's the green bottle. This one? Do you trust me? The only guarantee I can offer that it really is the antidote is my word. If you've lied to me, I'll strike you down. And that's no threat, it's the truth. Plain and simple. Colgan pulled out the antidote, and letting go of me, returned to Seed's side and had him drink it. The effect won't be immediately apparent. Carrying the still unconscious Seed, Colgan mounted his horse. Well, we'll call this match a draw. This match, huh? Risking my life over a match. I'll pass, thanks. Is that so? Then I suggest you leave this land as soon as you've recovered. It won't be long before Greenhill becomes a battlefield too. Thanks for the advice, but I still have my mission. Do as you wish. Till we meet again. With those words, they made their exit. Somehow I'd managed to survive yet again. I was overcome with joy. Whew. Sprawled on the ground, I gazed up at the sky. Clouds floated by, being carried wherever the wind took them. Just like my future. Well, that was an odd sound effect. Ah, here we go. Save your game data at this point? Yes. That's perfect. File 3. All right. Thank you all very much once again for joining me. I hope you are enjoying this playthrough. It's a lot of reading. I hope it's not irritating. All right, we will be back tomorrow. We will continue on right from this spot. Thank you so much once again. Until next time, stay sharp and be excellent to each other. I'll see you soon.